Let's talk about divine timing and resistance. I'm Adrienne Grace. I'm a manifestation coach, medium, and channel. Over the weekend, I was clearing out some things in my home and I found this box where I put three index cards. And this was around 2 or 3 years ago. And I wrote down specific goals that I wanted to accomplish. And I forgot about the box, but I definitely did not forget about those goals. They were very heavy on my mind. And in fact, I probably wanted them a little too much. So when I found this box and I opened it up, I was really surprised that actually all three of these things happened in my life. But they did not happen how I wanted them to happen or when I wanted them to happen. But at this point, all three of them were checked. They were done. Now, when we create goals, when we create things that we want to manifest in our lives, we often want it yesterday, right? We want it right now. But in that rush to get something, we create a lot of resistance in that thing. And in fact, it really isn't up to us when these things occur. We have to understand and trust that there is divine timing in it all. And we want to know that once we create a goal and set a goal, we want to trust that it's done on some level, that we wouldn't even have that desire if it didn't exist on some level. So your desires are meant for you and they do exist on a level in the quantum field. But in order to bring them into this physical form, we want to let go of as much resistance as we can. Oftentimes, if we're creating a goal out of need, that neediness actually repels the goal from coming into our lives. It repels the very thing that we want because we're in this state of need and we're acting like we don't have it. We're acting like we're lacking in some way. And that creates a lot of resistance. And we're not able to open up to actually receive these gifts. Another thing that creates resistance is if we're really tied to how it's going to come in. If we think it's going to look a certain way or show up in a certain way and it doesn't, we could actually be blocking the manifestation just by insisting on how. Insistence is resistance. We will never get rid of resistance as long as we have a human mind. The human mind is resistance, but we can learn to relax a lot of this resistance. Think about a seed. When you are planting a seed into the ground, you plant the seed and then you trust with the right amount of water, with the right amount of sunlight, that this plant is going to grow. And that's how we want to look at our desires. We want to be so assured that they are going to sprout, that they are going to come into fruition. But we just need to stay patient and water them and give them what they need in order to have them grow, which means maybe taking small, tiny steps towards it, or just keeping your attention on it in some looser type of way, not holding onto it so tightly, but just having it, on top of your mind, maybe in a vision board or a picture. And as you do that, then we know that this is for certain. I believe part of our job here in this 3D reality is to be like the creator, to realize that we are the creator. And does the creator doubt that it's going to create its vision? No, the creator does not doubt. The creator knows. So this can even transcend beyond trust and faith to an absolute knowing that this desire is going to come true. Now, when it comes true and how it comes true is not really up to you. You want to just stay in that state of enjoying the process because it is about a becoming, it is about the process. So, can you get into those feelings of what it would be like to have those things right now? So, think about if you wanted to manifest a new house and you finally manifested your dream home. But after about a year or 2 years or 3 years in that dream home, you wouldn't really be thinking about it anymore. You wouldn't really be so surprised with it. You'd almost be taking it for granted a little bit, right? Because it's just the way it is. And that is the state that we want to get into before the house is even here. Not saying that you want to take it for granted, but yeah, maybe some gratitude towards it, appreciation for it, but not being so surprised that you're in this house. Just, of course, I'm in this house. This is my home. This is just my home. And you want to be casual about it. So, as you plant your desire and plant your seed of what you want to manifest, then sit back and relax and enjoy the process of unfolding. It is about who you're becoming on the way to that goal. So acknowledge how you're changing, how you're growing, how you're expanding on the way, because that really is what it's about. And eventually it will be here. So when you go into feelings of disappointment or discouragement, again, that creates resistance. It's creating resistance, and you emanate displeasure to the universe. And in that displeasure that you're emanating, you're going to receive more displeasure. It's really common to give up on our goals, but can you just be so assured, so solid inside that this dream is in fact happening? It is happening. It's done. It's already here on some level. And I am the creator, and I am going to know that this is part of my experience. It's going to be part of my experience in this life. When, I don't know, and it's not up to me. So, the last thing I want to talk about is to dream really big. So when I looked into that box and saw those goals that I set, and one of them was a goal for my business, and it was a certain amount of clients. And I thought it was funny because I was like, well, why did I put down there, 10,000 clients? It was a really small number that I had put down. And it was because I was like expecting it in the next month, right? And but then it took me a little while to actually achieve that number of clients in my business. It took me probably about 2 years to attain that. So it's really tempting to shoot for a lower goal because we think, okay, once I get this and I can have some momentum and build my confidence and know this really works, and then I can shoot for the bigger one. But it doesn't really work like that, because if there's going to be a gestation period for everything, then why not go for the super huge goal? Because you're going to hit all these smaller goals along the way. And maybe it takes you 50 years to hit that huge goal, but that's okay because you're having fun in the whole process of it. It's a whole process of becoming. So when you come up with a goal, I want you to 10x it, because most of us are not dreaming nearly as big enough. And even 10xing your current goal is probably still not dreaming big enough. We are capable of so much. We are divine fractals of God. Okay. And we are powerful beyond what we could ever imagine. And it just takes this confidence and knowing that we are worthy and deserving and capable of all of this. And I'm here to tell you that you are worthy and capable of deserving of everything you could possibly think of and so much more. But sometimes our limited minds just can't even think that big because we've just been conditioned to put these limitations on ourselves. And so, whatever goal you have, I want you to 10x it, 10x it, and then trust that it is done. Get into that absolute knowing that you are the creator. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like and comment and subscribe for more. Also, I'm running a special till the end of the year, 50% off my one-on-one services. I will include the link in the comments. Have a great week.